Thanks for joining us today. My name is Taylor Kopic, Product Marketing here at LogicMonitor, and I'm joined by our Principal Sales Specialist for Observability, Paul Saivetz.
Hi, everybody. My name is Paul Saivetz. I'm glad to be here and really looking forward to showing you the value proposition of LM Logs.
Great. So today we'll dive into our LM Logs product to help you see how it modernizes log analysis for ops teams by walking through some use cases, some customer stories, and finally, Paul will give us a demo of our logs data within LM Envision. LogicMonitor Envision is a unified observability platform to bring clarity across hybrid enterprise IT. We built a foundation with a world-class infrastructure monitoring, and we now provide visibility across your applications and tie this data to your customer experience and business outcomes. LM Logs is a key pillar within our Envision platform because we connect your log data across all layers of the tech stack to provide the context for your diverse ops teams to analyze and innovate with context-rich log data that is crucial to answering why a particular issue occurred. We built LM Logs specifically for ops teams to solve the challenges facing them today, including when companies already have a log product owned by another team, usually security, blocking ops from getting quick access to the logs they need. Or the problem is when logs can only be accessed by certain users, usually requiring proprietary query language to identify and analyze the log data. But also the valuable time wasted by ops teams trying to manually identify these relevant log events in modern IT environments. LM Logs centralizes all of your log data within LM Envision with your IT infrastructure performance metrics so ops teams can answer what is happening, where, and why without having to context switch between different UIs or products. We offer truly unified logs and metrics. LM Logs has out-of-the-box anomaly detection that looks through millions of files to automatically detect and surface log anomalies that are caused by unexpected behavior, like a config change gone poorly, without needing time-consuming queries. We also want to make sure that the log data is readily accessible for ops teams to analyze historical trends. LM Logs offers flexible retention options of 1 year or unlimited for control over your log data for internal needs. Now let me show a few workflows within LM Envision using your log data. LM Envision centralizes all of your log data and IT infrastructure metrics, eliminating silos and the need to switch or gain access to different products for analysis, helping to remove dead investigations. We have out-of-the-box integrations for the automatic collection of log data with our existing collector to ingest your Windows servers and event logs, and also support your syslog devices or Linux server data. We support all 3 cloud providers, AWS, Azure, and GCP, to ingest log data as you either migrate to the cloud or start to run multiple cloud services. And we have integrations with FluentD to collect application or other sysevent data like Windows events. We collect your log data in the same LM Envision platform that already provides our world-class infrastructure monitoring for your IT devices, but also with the ability to collect more performance metrics with over 2,000 integrations. Now, let me show off a bit more about this centralized log data, how it's in action, letting you actually analyze the log data in context immediately. Since all your metrics and logs are collected in LM Envision are already associated with the same devices, cloud services, and containers, you can easily jump from any metric dashboard, chart, or graph directly to the log data. This screenshot shows off a dashboard. The same is true for all your resource trees and alerts as well. As you see in the screenshot, every visualization has options, including view logs, in this case for the MySQL Server response time. Maybe you want to see the log anomalies for this server within this graph, and LM Envision makes this easy with just a few clicks. LM Logs was built as a modern solution for ops teams, and this means providing proactive information and trends in real time. Ops teams are dealing with complex hybrid and multi-cloud and IT environments and need answers immediately on any issue that could affect performance or availability before they actually impact the business and user experience. Ops teams don't have the time to learn these query languages to try to search for events they didn't foresee happening in the first place. That's why LM Logs utilizes powerful algorithms to automatically analyze every element of log data and events at the time of ingest. Log events are immediately flagged as anomalies if they've never before seen on a particular device, a cloud instance, or Kubernetes pod, which means complete proactive log visibility. LM Logs does the heavy lifting to alert your teams when there is a set of log data that should be analyzed. This means ops teams can focus only on investigating events that might impact performance without having to decipher what is normal or abnormal. And when metric-based alerts do happen, LM Envision provides the context and correlation of the IT alerts with the relevant log data. This is how your ops teams can immediately understand what is happening, where it's happening, and why it's happening in one single platform. For example, this screenshot shows that LM Logs detected an Apache-associated alert, with the relevant log anomalies presented automatically in context. Our automated correlation with metrics-based alerts enriches the existing ops workflows for following alerts with more real-time information instead of hopping between different screens, within dashboards, or within different monitoring and logging solutions. LM Logs helps decrease time for troubleshooting and root cause analysis by showing the underlying issue and what needs to be fixed. Now, let me share a few examples of customers using LM Logs. One of our customers needed help analyzing all of their network devices to collect log data. This customer already had an instance of Splunk installed, but the solution was owned by the security team and was not helping the ops teams at all. The platform was tied down, and ops teams did not have access to the data, nor the experience with writing the complex queries. The ops teams was going directly to the box for log data, wasting valuable time accessing and analyzing data, even though they were already paying for an expensive SIEM logging tool. Accessing log data within LM Envision just made sense to streamline their workflow for access to the unified log and metric data. A customer in the biopharmaceutical space was also already using Splunk for their syslogs, but they needed better visibility into their hybrid environment. The customer had a hard requirement for data retention to search and access historical data for up to 18 months. During the POV, our anomaly detection found some errors and expired certificates without writing queries. The customer is able to follow LM alerting to the logs to help triage, troubleshoot, and find potential root cause analysis. This visibility and workflows within their hybrid environment was not possible with their Splunk instance. And the customer saved a lot of money switching from Splunk to LM Logs to meet their data retention requirements. Finally, another customer in the medical software industry was looking at both Datadog and Splunk for a logging solution. The customer needed to analyze a variety of Windows and application logs because they maintain a highly critical research application where cancer research is uploaded for peer reviews. So the ability to identify any issue affecting application performance using log data was crucial. The customer also needed historical log data for internal needs, and our one-year retention option met the requirements. We used a Fluentd setup to configure collection of their complex multi-line application logs. And during the POV, we showed immediate value through anomaly detection to point out that some application config challenges were already affecting the customers. This set the stage for confidently knowing that our LM Envision workflow with log data would provide the right tool for their ops teams. And now let me pass it off to Paul to show an LM Logs demo within LM Envision platform.
Hi, everybody. Let's take a look at a particular example in our demo environment that shows off the value proposition of LM Logs. There's multiple ways you can access the data of LM Logs within LogicMonitor. You can go to our Logs tab, you can go to a resource, you can go to a dashboard, but I thought I'd show you an example of going from an alert, because alerts by nature are proactive, and to be able to proactively get some information from a log is extremely valuable in delivering a better user experience for your customers. So we are on our alerts tab here in LogicMonitor. We have several alerts here. I'm going to take a look at this particular LM staging web check right here. And we're going to drill down into this and see what we can find from our logs. Before we take a look at the logs, we see this particular alert is based off of an HTTP condition. Notice that if it is a 1, our value is fine. But if we're getting a value that is not 1, then we have a problem. In this case, our threshold has changed to 3. And we want to investigate, why are we getting a 3 error, which corresponds to an HTTP 400 type error? Well, let's take a look and see the logs that are associated with this. First of all, we can see how we jumped. Our 1 was our OK status. We jumped to a 3. Over here, we see our log anomalies. Anomalies are not good or bad. They are just events that have never been seen before by LM Envision. And a lot of times, they're the best place for us to do our initial investigation to see what is perhaps problematic in our log files. If I scroll down a little bit, I can actually see all the anomalous entries. They're indicated, as you can see, by the purple bar up here, and this purple icon here tells us this is an anomaly. We've never seen it before. If we start at the bottom of our list of anomalies, we can start going through the messages and seeing, are these messages we're interested in or not? A lot of these are just information, neither good nor bad. Nothing is standing out to me at this point. It looks like we're getting some stuff from our Linux environment. We're taking a look at socket communication. Some other type of metrics are coming through here. Passphrases coming through. Sessions being closed. Ansible information's coming through from our CI/CD pipeline. Take a look at this warning message here. We see that this particular path, which ends in WEBB, doesn't exist. Looks like someone did a typo and they added an extra B here, and that's why we can't find this particular file, because it's not spelled with 2 B's. What we can do is we can investigate a little further on this, but this is actually the root cause of the issue, can easily be resolved by just naming the file appropriately. If we wanted to get a greater context and see what else is occurring in our logs at this time, we can go to our logs for this particular resource, the full logs view, which will come up here in a moment. Now we have the view of the logs from the time of this alert, but all the logs, not just the anomalies. You can see here that we have 475 total logs. 31 of them are anomalous. Let's replicate the view that we had before in the logs view. We can turn on our anomalies. We can rerun the query, and we'll see a view that's very similar to what we had before in the alert view. Again, here's our anomalous log entry. Now, imagine if we didn't have the alert and we had gone to this page to begin with, and we wanted to create an alert from this because we wanted to be notified subsequently about this particular query and event. What we can do is go to this particular entry. We can click on Create a Log Alert, and we can fill in all the various conditions that are involved with creating an alert from this particular query, so we can be proactively notified if this issue occurs again. Thank you very much for your time. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us.